What is going on, guys? Josiah LaRue here, and today we're going to be taking a look at Tom Clancy Division. So this is going to be my overview of the introduction and first part of the game, as well as my thoughts overall of what I've experienced so far. So when you first start out, it starts out with a little bit of a montage of what's gone on. Basically, Black Friday happened, lots of money was exchanged, and it's turning out that the money was infected. There is a outbreak of smallpox that is extremely aggressive, and basically it's spreading at uncontrolled rates, rioting, looting, people are dying all over the place. New York is falling to pieces. You are spawned in as a Division agent. Division is a secret team of basically sleeper agents for the government, staged throughout the city, and when crap gets real, they're called upon. So here you are, you're a Division agent. So now let's create a character. And unfortunately, in creating a character, you're kind of limited in what you can do. You can only change the gender, the hair, the face, the color of the eyes and the skin. You can put markings on there, which is basically war paint or other things. You can put tattoos on the neck, but the neck and a little bit of the face only. And then accessories, you can include things like jewelry or piercings or sunglasses or whatever. So, I mean, for a full game, really all you're doing is customizing the head, which you don't even see that much because you're in third person view facing the back. So I wish they would be able to allow you to customize your character a little bit more, but they just don't. So that is the thing. After selecting all your stuff, you're going to basically finalize it and then hit confirm to activate your agent. So after you've been activated as a Division agent, basically you're dropped in and told to go to shooting school. Stand behind a box and shoot at some paint cans and stuff with your primary and secondary weapon, proving that you can do that. Pretty simple. Let's move on. Now, one of the first things I saw as somewhat of a problem, and maybe it's just for me, but I found a little bit frustrating, is the controls. Now, normally on every other game, when you want to jump over something, you hit space. In this game, space means hide behind something, go into cover. If you want to jump up, climb over something, climb onto something, or grab onto something, you hit control, which just seems backwards to me. Also, unfortunately, it always wants you to hide, so it like auto will snap you to things, even if they're not enough to actually give you cover. So if it's like road barriers or whatever, it'll try snapping you to it even if you want to jump over it, or it'll make you try and jump over it when you're trying to hide behind it. So I've died a couple times in firefights when it tried to tell me to do something that I didn't want it to do. So once you learn those controls, things become a lot easier and we move on. Now, when you first start out, you're going to go into this room and activate yourself as an agent after talking to the Division agent. One of the more annoying things I found is that there is such a thing as player conflict. When there's more than two physical players in one small space, you will bump around each other. Now, this is normally good because you don't want to be occupying the same space as your teammates or shooting into them, but when the initial game launched, there were so many people in this room all trying to activate themselves as agents, you literally couldn't get to the table because there was so much player collision. So I had to wait a couple minutes just to activate myself as an agent once I was in the game. But other than that, once you get activated, you go ahead and give your mission, watch some cutscenes, and you're told to go out on the streets and start doing your duties. You initially start out doing just some basic side missions, get familiar with shooting bad guys, killing them, and taking out stuff. As you complete these little missions, they give you more and more XP bonuses, you rank up, and as you increase your rank, you'll get better drops, better loot, and access to other things in game. The object of what you're trying to do is basically rank up to level 30. Once you hit there, you can unlock additional things. You have a lot better guns, a lot better loot. You can go play in the dark zone, more on that later, and just have a lot of fun. Or you can start over with a new character and create a whole nother class. Some focus on something else, more like tanking or sniping or medicing or whatever. So in order to find missions or find the next objective or whatever you want to do, you're going to pull up your map. Now, basically, you hit M on your keyboard, that pulls up a small map, and it's an overlay, and it'll show you missions, safe houses, places you've gone, encounters that you have done and have yet to do, as well as rewards and anything else. Then all you do is select one, and then hit escape to back out of your map, and automatically there will be lines popping up showing you where you need to go next. After you've selected the mission and back out, automatically a line will pop up floating in air, and all you have to do is basically follow those lines. That's your GPS guide, and it'll guide you through the streets of New York over to your designated assignment, and you can go ahead and complete it. Now, there are no vehicles in Division. All you're going to be doing is running. Use them legs, get that exercise. But if you have already completed a certain area or unlocked a certain safe house or objective, you can fast travel to that place, which is basically just holding down sprint and running through the streets. Now, it's just slightly faster than actually running. It's really not that fast. They don't want to make it just so you can jump all over the map. But it does mean that you don't have to run through the streets and possibly be waylaid by gangs or whatever. On the other hand, you're not running through the streets, so you can't pick stuff up, you can't fight the gangs and get more XP. So there's a bit of a trade-off, but if you need a quick jump over to a certain area to bang out some missions, fast travel is a thing once you've unlocked it. One of the things you get are skills. Now, skills are certain attributes that you can do, such as stuff related to medical, technical, or security. More on explaining those later. But basically, you get an ability which you can toggle with your Q or E keys, and they will do special things. The first one you're equipped with is Pulse. Now, Pulse allows you to send out a wave that will scan the surrounding area looking for hostiles or loot or anything else, and it'll flag it. Now, if hostiles have been detected, they show up as red dots, which you can see even through walls, which gives you a little bit of an advantage to see where they are, as well as allowing you to get a better chance of getting a critical hit on them. So Pulse is a very effective weapon against finding bad guys in up to about 25 meters in front of you in all directions. After that, they will show up on your HUD until they're dead. Health is a somewhat of an interesting thing. Now, you normally have 3 bars of health. Once you've been hit, your health will automatically fall to the lowest amount of the bar that you were hit to. So if you were hit in the first bar, it'll automatically go to the bottom and then start refilling. Now, it will automatically refill to the next bar of health if you haven't been hit for about 3 seconds. After that, it'll start automatically refilling, but it'll only fill the next bar. So if you've been hit all the way down to your first bar of health, it'll only max out at 1. Afterwards, you're going to have to get healed by some other source, either through medical kits or health packs. Medical kits can be deployed by other players or by yourself, versus health kits are quick, like slap-on bandages, which you can toggle by hitting V. Those will generally fill it up most of the way, and then you just let it autofill the rest of the way up. After that, you can generally carry 2 off the top, and as you go along, you can carry up to about 5 at a time. You can restock these either by finding them from AI dropping them after you've killed them, or from going to a safe house and getting them refilled. After playing through the requested side missions, you are told to go to Manhattan, where you're going to meet Fei Lao, you two meet up, and watch a transport chopper land and then explode. What happens then is a series of cutscenes where you're fading in and out of consciousness, and then you're revived by her and found that you're on another chopper headed into the city. Looking down, you can see most of New York, or the south side at least, absolutely decimated by the plague. You land, you're introduced to Camp Hudson, and basically told to go into the city, start exploring, and get your stuff together. Running through the streets of New York, you can see that looters have absolutely taken over. There's roving gangs throughout the city, which you'll have to deal with. There's also a lot more side quests and missions having to do with health, security, and tech. Now, before any of that can happen, you're going to have to retake over your base of operations, which looks like an old bank. And basically, you come along and help the GTF, or the army that's already there, and shoot all the bad guys. After doing so, you will reclaim your base of operations, go inside, and start looking around. So to the right is the security wing, where you can go over and earn security-based credits from security-based missions, upgrade them, and get extra perks and goodies. For each of the wings, you have to initially boot up their laptop computers, and by holding F, then you can walk around, see different abilities, and move on to the next wing. Heading on up the stairs is the tech wing, where once again you'll have to boot up the computer. And right now the room's an absolute mess, but as you go along and earn points toward tech, you basically rebuild the room and again get better perks and abilities. And finally is the security room, where once again an absolute mess, but is also probably one of the most important. Health comes mostly from medical and ability to revive yourself and to revive your teammates out in the field. So getting health is one of the more important ones, I would say. So boot up that computer and you're good to go. Outside you have weapons, gears, and mod vendors. You have situation reports where you can get your additional missions as you complete other ones, as well as a crafting station where you can build your own weapons based on blueprints that you find out in the field. The stash is where you can put guns and other things that you've collected but don't want to have in your inventory. The observations room is where you're going to be able to review echoes or agent reports or other things that you've found out on the street. After you've completed the mission, go ahead and get a situation report where you'll get rest of your basically first off missions, which you'll be able to complete to earn extra credits, extra experience, and extra points toward tech, military, and security. Once you've completed unlocking the base, you can pull up the map and see that you've actually unlocked a lot of stuff. There are several different districts throughout, as well as the Dark Zone, and they're automatically start highlighting some first missions. One of the first ones I recommend you doing is the hospital one, so that you can unlock the medical wing. The medical wing is obviously going to allow you to get better health, and as well as helping your teammates as you go along. So that's the first mission. But there are also other encounters and side missions and objectives that you can complete to get extra points. So yeah, guys, that's been my overall introduction to Division and how to get started and my initial thoughts on playing the game. Overall, I really enjoy it. There's a lot of content and it has a lot of potential. It has an overall good storyline that is played out throughout, but if you don't necessarily play the missions in order, you miss out on some of the story, or you'll get it kind of backwards and forwards. It all is saved, so you can go back and watch it again, but if you're doing missions out of order, it's a little bit confusing. But overall, it is a good game. It's a bit grindy. That is my main concern, is that you either have to really grind on it or you're left behind if your friends are playing more than you are. So you got to grind a little bit, but once you get to that certain point, you're going to be getting a lot better drops, a lot better weapons, and overall, it's a really fun game. In the next video, I'm going to be showing you guys what it's like to be playing with a higher level player and the better drops, and how opponents also equally scale and missions continue to get harder, but you get better loot and the game overall gets better, as well as exploring the Dark Zone. So you guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comment box down below, what did you think about it? Any thoughts about the game? Do you have Division? How do you like it? As always, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to check out the last video I did right here. Also remember to follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, as well as follow me on Twitch where I do some live streaming. Remember to hit that like and subscribe button down below so you don't miss any exciting videos I'm going to be posting in the future. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!